In this video, I'll be listing off what sensitivity each pro player plays on. Just to point out really quick, if it says, for example, 1.6, and it only says 1.6, that means both for horizontal and vertical. Also, for some of them, it says 1 times, like 1x next to the sensitivity. That means the ADS multiplier. If it doesn't say anything, then they're realistically probably on 1. Another thing, for some of them, I have their aim response curve on there, and the reason being is just because when I went into their Twitch chat, it just said it next to the sensitivity. Which leads me to my next point. All of this information was found in each player's Twitch chat through the prompts, or commands rather. Anyways, I'm going to structure this the same way as my other videos regarding the settings and stuff that the pro players use, which, by the way, if you haven't seen those videos, I've covered what controllers, what FOV, and I think a couple other things at this point. So yeah, go check those out. But how I'll structure it is break it down by team, and then at the end, I'll include some of the other top players like Scump, Biffle. Before we get started, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. First, we got OpTic Texas, Shotzi running 1.75 for each, 1x for the ADS speed, and then dynamic aim assist. Hook is using 1.65 for each, also 1 times ADS speed. Mercules 1.65 for horizontal, and then 1.7 for vertical. Dashy 1.65 for each, and then 1 ADS speed with dynamic. Next, Boston Breach, we got Snoopy running 1.75, Cammy running 1.65 for each and dynamic, Nasty running 1.65 with 1 ADS speed, Purge running 1.75 for each and dynamic. For the Falcons, we got Pred running 1.65, 1x ADS speed, dynamic, Kismet running dynamic also with 1.65 for each. Celium running 2.15, I would assume horizontal, and then 1.8 vertical. And then Xnid, again, like I said in my other videos, he blocked me from his Twitch chat, which I've explained in those videos and in the comments a couple times. So if you're interested in that, you could go check that out. For FaZe Vegas, we got Simp running 1.7 for each with 1 times ADS speed, 04, 1.65x for each. Abuza also 1.65, and then for Draza, I'm unsure, I guess his Twitch chat wasn't updated. For Carolina Royal Ravens, we got Nero running 1.8 and a 0.85 ADS multiplier on PC, and then on console he bumps it up to 1.95 for each while keeping the ADS speed the same. And then I guess he plays on standard aim response curve, so which is interesting because most of them play on dynamic. Lurks plays on 2.3 with a 0.9 ADS speed. Craze plays on 1.6, and then for Slasher, his Twitch chat just didn't say it. Next, for Cloud9, Afros was not updated, but it did say 6 or 7, I believe, so in this game that would be like 1.6 or 1.7. For Beans, 1.6, and then Mac and Vivid, I couldn't find. Next, for ROKKR, we got Estriel using 1.8 for each with a 0.9 ADS speed and dynamic aim assist. Kremp did not have a command set. Mamba and Skies both run 1.7 for each. Next, for Miami Heretics, I could not find Metals or Trakes. Well, Trakes I couldn't find his Twitch chat, and then Metals just didn't have a command set. For ROKKR, he uses 1.65 for each with 1 times ADS speed, dynamic aim assist aim response curve. And then Super uses 1.9 with 1x ADS speed with dynamic. For Paris, we got Envoy running 1.7, Ghosty running 1.75, Neptune running 1.7, and Sib running 1.6. For Toronto Koi, Kleenex did not have a command set. Joe Deceives runs 1.83 for both, 1 times ADS speed. Insight runs 1.65, also with 1 times ADS speed with dynamic, and then Real 1.8 for each with dynamic. For Vancouver Surge, we got Abe running 1.7 with 0.9 ADS speed, Gwyn running 1.65. Legend, I think it was updated to Halo, so not sure about COD. Lunars runs 1.63 with 1 times ADS speed and dynamic. For LA Thieves, we got Scrap running 1.7 with a low zoom of 1 and then high zoom 1.2 with dynamic aim response curve. Hydra 1.65 for each with a 1x ADS speed. Kenny running linear with 1.65 vertical and horizontal, and then a BZ 1.65. Next, I'm going to list off some other top players. Like I said, we'll start off with Scump running 1.65 for each with dynamic aim response curve. Next, for Parasite, his Twitch said 1.65 for each, but you never really know what settings this dude be running. He's probably on max sensitivity, max FOV, playing on inverted or some crazy shit, but yeah, his Twitch chat said 1.65. Next up, Colt Havoc, 1.75 for each with a 1x ADS speed. Formal plays on 1.6. Octane 1.65 for each. Next up, as far as Warzone, we got Biffle running 1.35 for each, which is actually crazy. That's very slow. I don't really understand it, I guess, for shooting long range, shooting people out of the sky in Warzone, but when it comes to up close engagements, I would imagine people be breaking your camera and stuff. I don't know how 1.35 is quick enough for the, for being up close. But yeah, this one actually surprised me. I don't even understand. 1.3 is really slow. If there's any other settings or stuff like that that you want to see, let me know down in the comments. I can make another video on it. I know that in the last video, people were asking about what monitors they use and probably a couple other things. So I'll be making those videos. So yeah, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on those. But yeah, if you like this video, hit that like rating and I'll see you in the next one.